Hi, today we're going to show you our Minecraft world based on the play Macbeth by William Shakespeare. In this world, we recreated several important scenes that lead to Macbeth's downfall. You'll see moments like the death of King Duncan, the meeting with three witches, the moving of the Birnam Wood, Lady Macbeth's death, and finally, Macbeth's death. Each build represents a key moment in the story and shows how ambition, guilt, and fate affect the characters and the choices they make. This project was created by Jaime Bucio, Tyler Brown, David Reyes, Joseph Gomez. Now, we're going to walk you through our world and explain the scenes we built.
When will we meet again? Will it be in the thunder, or lightning, or in the rain?
When the battle is over and Scotland is calm, we shall meet. And when a man named Macbeth crosses our path.
What are these strange women doing here?
They're like mysterious. Do you think they can see the future?
All hail Macbeth.
Hail Macbeth, Thane of Glamis. Hail Macbeth, Thane of Cawdor.
Wait, what? That's my title already. But Thane of Cawdor?
What about the king? Will you be the king one day?
You shall be King Macbeth, but not today.
And you, Banquo, will not be king, but your children will sit on the throne.
Could it really happen? Could I be king?
We should leave. They vanish as quickly as they appear.
The death of King Duncan is significant because it marks the moment when Macbeth fully commits to his ambition and begins his moral downfall. By killing Duncan, Macbeth gains the throne, but he also becomes overwhelmed with guilt, fear, and paranoia. This event helps the audience understand that his desire for power has punished him to betray loyalty and natural order, which leads to chaos in Scotland and in his own mind. Duncan's death shows that Macbeth's rise to power is built on violence and has set the stage for the tragic consequences that follows.
Tonight is the night. Duncan is asleep. No one sees.
I don't know if I can do it. Killing a king? It feels wrong.
Stop thinking. If you want the crown, you must be strong.
I see a dagger floating in the air, guiding me to the king. This is madness, but I must follow it. It's done. I killed the king.
Quick, wash your hands. Wipe the blood. No one must see.
I hear voices again. The walls speak. I will never sleep again.
Act normal when the guards come. Do not panic.
The king! He's dead! Someone killed him.
Who could have done this? To understand why the trees appeared to rush the castle in Macbeth, one must look at the prophecy given to Macbeth by the three witches. They conjured an apparition that told him he would never be defeated until the great Birnam Wood to the high Dunsinane Hill shall come against him, believing it was physically impossible for a forest to uproot itself and move. Macbeth felt invincible and secure within his fornications. However, the moving trees were actually a clever military tactic devised by Malcolm, the rightful heir to their throne. As his army reached Birnam Wood, he ordered every soldier to hew down a leafy bough and carry it in front of them. This served as a primitive form of camouflage, intended to conceal the actual size of the advancing force from Macbeth's scouts and shadow the numbers of our host, stated. The people rushed the castle because Macbeth had become a bloodthirsty tyrant whose rule was built on murder and usurpation. Led by Malcolm and Macduff, the Scottish and English forces sought to overthrow the man who had killed King Duncan and Macduff's entire family. When Macbeth saw the wood beginning to move downward Dunsinane, he realized the witches had deceived him with equivocation, and the subsequent Macbeth has taken the crown, but he rules with fear. Scotland suffers.
How can we approach the castle? He has a strong army.
We will hide our numbers. Take branches from Birnam Wood. Carry them in front of you.
Like the witches said, the force will move.
My lord! The trees! The forest! It's moving toward the castle!
Impossible! The witches, they warned me, but I never thought.
We march forward. Macbeth will fall.
I will fight anyone who dares challenge me.
Then Macbeth, face me here and now.
I am safe. The witches said, no man born from a woman can harm me.
Then listen well, Macbeth. I was born by C-section. I was not born of a woman in the said normal way.
No, this that I hear cannot be true. My fate!
Macbeth!
Come on!
Macbeth! Bastard!
You,
For my family!
you bastard!
It's over, Macbeth! Your reign is finished!
No, it is not!
How dare you!
I will not let such a peasant kill me.
How dare you! Your reign is finished, Macbeth!
Ground!
Your reign is finished.
You deserve this!
The kingdom of Scotland is free once again.
In Macbeth by William Shakespeare, it is very significant that Macduff kills Macbeth at the end of the play. Macbeth had become a cruel and tyrannical ruler that after murdering King Duncan to take the throne of Scotland. Over time, he committed more violent acts to keep his power, including ordering the murder of Macduff's wife and children. Because of this, Macduff had a strong personal reason to defeat Macbeth and bring justice for his family and for Scotland. The way Macbeth dies is so important also because it fulfills the witch's prophecy. Earlier in the play, the three witches tell Macbeth that no man born of woman can harm him, which makes him feel invincible. However, during the final battle, Macduff reveals that he was from his mother's womb, untimely ripped, meaning he was born by cesarean section rather than natural birth. Because of this, the prophecy is technically broken, and Macduff is able to fight and kill Macbeth. Macduff killing Macbeth is good for Scotland because it ends Macbeth's violent rule and restores order to the kingdom. After Macbeth's defeat, Malcolm, the rightful heir and son of King Duncan, becomes king. This shows that justice has finally been served and that the natural order of leadership has been restored. Overall, Macduff's victory represents justice, revenge, and end of tyranny. His actions avenge the deaths of his family and help save Scotland from Macbeth's destructive rule. The moment also shows one of the main themes of the play, that ambition and power gained through evil actions will eventually lead to downfall. William Shakespeare. The story revolves around ambition, prophecy, and consequences of pursuing power through immortal actions. Earlier in the play, three mysterious witches, known as the Three Witches, appear during a storm and predict that Scottish nobleman Macbeth will become king. They also prophesies that Banquo's descendants will be kings. At the same time, they greet Malcolm as the rightful heir to their throne. These prophecies plant the first seeds of ambition and suspicion, pushing Macbeth to think about power in ways he had never had before. The witches do not force him to act, but their words begin the chain of events that drives the entire tragedy. Soon after the prophecy, the current king, King Duncan, visits Macbeth's castle to honor him for bravery in battle. Macbeth and his wife, Lady Macbeth, sees this as a perfect opportunity to make the prophecy come true faster. Lady Macbeth pressures her husband to murder Duncan while he's asleep. She believes Macbeth is too kind and hesitant to seize power on his own, so she manipulates him by questioning his courage and ambition. Her influence pushes Macbeth toward committing the terrible act that changes his life forever. The murder of King Duncan is one of the most important turning points in the play. Late at night, Macbeth sneaks into Duncan's chamber and kills him while he is asleep. After the murder, Macbeth is overwhelmed with guilt and fear, imagining voices and feelings that he has destroyed his own peace of mind. Lady Macbeth quickly takes control over the situation by the bloody daggers on Duncan's guard, so they will be blamed for the crime. The next morning, Duncan's body is discovered, and chaos spreads throughout this castle. After Duncan's death, suspicion fills Scotland. Duncan's son fear they may be the next targets, so Malcolm flees the country. With their heirs gone, Macbeth becomes king, seemingly fulfilling the witch's prophecy. However, instead of feeling secure, Macbeth grows increasingly paranoid. He worries about the prophecy that Banquo's descendants will rule Scotland, which makes him see Banquo as a threat to his throne. Driven by fear, Macbeth orders the murder of Banquo and Banquo's son, Fleance. Although Banquo is killed, Fleance escapes, meaning the prophecy may still come. He starts to see Banquo's ghost as a banquet, shocking the guests and revealing that something is deeply wrong with the king. This moment shows that Macbeth's crimes are destroying his sanity. Macbeth returns to the witches seeking reassurance. They deliver the new prophecies that make him feel invincible. They tell him that no man born a woman can harm him and that he will not be defeated until the forest of Birnam Wood moves to the castle at Dunstanville Hill. Macbeth interrupts these prophecies literally and believes they mean he cannot lose. This false confidence encourages him to become even more ruthless and violent. Meanwhile, Macbeth gathers an army in England to reclaim the Scottish throne. He is joined by the noble Macduff, who despises Macbeth for becoming a tyrant. In revenge for Macduff leaving Scotland, Macbeth orders the slaughter of Macbeth's entire family. This brutal act shows how far Macbeth has fallen from a respected hero to a cruel dictator willing to harm the innocent people. As Malcolm's army approaches Macbeth's castle, they develop a clever strategy related to the prophecy of Birnam Wood. Each soldier cuts down a branch from the forest and carries it in front of them to disguise their numbers. From a distance, it appears as if the entire forest is moving toward the castle. When Macbeth hears that Birnam Wood seems to be advancing, he begins to realize that the witch's prophecies is coming true in an unexpected way. The final confrontation occurs when Macbeth and Macduff during the battle. Finally, Macbeth is confident because of the prophecy that no man of a woman can harm him. However, Macduff reveals that he is born through a surgical operation rather than a normal birth, meaning the prophecy does not protect Macbeth from him. Realizing that he is misled by the witch's words, Macbeth fights anyways, but is ultimately defeated and killed by Macduff. In the end, Malcolm becomes the rightful king of Scotland, restoring order after Macbeth's violent rule. The events surrounding the witch's prophecies, King Duncan's murder, the moving trees of Birnam Wood, and the final duel between Macbeth and Macduff show how dangerous unchecked ambition can be.